Good afternoon. I am Dr. Lapina Sharp McHenry, and I have the honor to be the Dean of the College of Natural Behavior and Health Sciences. On behalf of the faculty and staff of the college, I'm extraordinarily pleased to welcome you to the first ever School of Nursing commencement exercise. Simmons has been graduating nurses for more than 100 years. This year, given the sheer number of you, we are highlighting the master's and doctoral nurses in this afternoon's program. I am delighted to extend my congratulations to you, our graduates, and to your families. You have made me proud of your scholarship, your dedication, and your service. You are smart, idealistic, and successful. Those characteristics combined with your Simmons degree will serve you well as you continue your careers. It is particularly in times of stress, times like the last 15 months, that your Simmons education will shine through. We have experienced two major forces collide: racial unrest and a health crisis. You are prepared to join your colleagues to address health disparities of underrepresented populations and to advocate for equal access to healthcare services and treatment. We nurses understand the COVID-19 pandemic from a very profound position, at the bedside of patients ourselves and as colleagues of caregivers who serve in intensive care units, long-term care facilities, and across the continuum of healthcare settings. Even more than as caregiving professionals, nursing is a profession has suffered in high numbers from the disease and its impact. From the intense emotional weight of caring under changing and uncertain conditions, from the risks we took on in caring without proper equipment, as we did in the first months of the pandemic, as patients ourselves, and as colleagues and friends of healthcare providers who succumbed to the disease. Let us take a moment now of silent reflection or of prayer, according to your tradition and conscience, to remember those who are no longer with us. Thank you. We recognize those sacrifices today, but we do not shy away from them. I entered this profession, and I know that you did, knowing the goals and values of nursing and understanding the kind of work that we would undertake. I would also like to recognize the contributions that your families and friends made to your ability to reach this commencement day. This morning at the university ceremony, Simmons Board Chair Regina Pisa asked you to turn either where you sit or electronically and thank your family and friends. I ask you to do so again. In this first School of Nursing commencement exercise, we are pleased to welcome a student speaker to deliver remarks. Kenesha Lewis Jean has a Bachelor's of Science in Public Health from the University of Massachusetts at Amherst. She served as an AmeriCorps volunteer at Health Resources in Action after her graduation. Working as a Peer Leadership Network Fellow and Program Coordinator for Healthy Girls, Healthy Women, she served as Family Planning Coordinator and Sexual and Reproductive Health Counselor for the Cambridge Health Alliance from 2014 to 2018. Ms. Lewis Jean entered Simmons Direct Entry Program and served as a graduate assistant in residential life, a Dotson Bridge mentor, and Simmons Explore undergraduate course instructor. Her clinical rotations have been at the Cambridge Health Alliance, Boston Medical Center, and Beth Israel Deaconess Healthcare Chelsea. I am pleased to welcome this afternoon Kenesha Jean Lewis to address the School of Nursing graduates this afternoon.
Good afternoon. It is with great honor and privilege that I appear before you today as this year's graduate student speaker. These past 15 months have been unprecedented, to say the least, but I'd like to thank the entire School of Nursing team, the preceptors, the students, and other vital members of the Simmons community for doing their part in enriching our education, for showing up, and for continuing to push through, even when we didn't have the answers for the days ahead. I'd like to give a special thank you and shout out to Professor Nikki Burney the Family Nurse Practitioner Program Director. There really aren't enough words to describe the service you have provided to our class, and I wish you the best of luck on your PhD journey. Special thank you also to my family and friends who have been invaluable throughout this journey, particularly my mama, because when I took several days off work to focus on an exam, I somehow still had a roof over my head. So thank you. You have all been my biggest cheerleaders, and I thank you for the endless encouragement throughout these years. Last but not surely not least, there's no way I'd be on this platform and not thank God, who has, without question, carried me through this journey in my entire life. To the School of Nursing graduating class of 2021, we did it. I must say, when I received word that I was selected as this year's speaker, I thought, what in the world am I going to talk about? Then I was reminded of a term I was often referred to in grade school, chatterbox. Now, for the younger folk out there, chatterbox was a name teachers used to use back in the day to tell me, basically, I talk too much. And who would have known how I could turn being a chatterbox into a skill? So for a 5-minute speech, I think I can handle that. Commencement. I've been fascinated by what our culture names the era of our degree completion, because often when we think of graduation, it's marking the end of the countless hours of studying, the long days and nights bouncing from class to clinical to studying to group project meetings, and somehow fitting in time to take care of ourselves and family for some. Yet with further reflection, I find it incredibly more powerful that we're here today to celebrate not just the end of one chapter, but the beginning of another. And as we enter that next chapter, I want us to continue carrying the values of Simmons School of Nursing. So I'll leave with you today a few words on how we can use each of those values as we walk into our bright futures as advanced practice nurse practitioners. Respect. Respect for the people we serve, our patients, their families, and community. It is a privilege we have to be able to be part of the most intimate parts of people's lives. We may often be sitting across from someone who has never shared a certain detail about their life to anyone else. What a privilege we have to be able to diagnose, treat, and manage care. What a privilege we have to be that person the family, loved ones can turn to with questions about their health. But y'all don't take that too much advantage. Integrity. And I would tie this with respect. Have enough respect for ourselves to stand up for what we believe in, serve in communities that are aligned with our values. I know sometimes millennials get a bad rep for not being so loyal. We may not stay in the same job as long as the other generations before us. But I like to think of it as we know our worth and we won't settle for less. And if you find yourself in a work environment that no longer serves you nor is aligned with your values, it may be time to reevaluate your next steps. Collaboration and teamwork. As a provider, remember you're never alone. Seek mentorship if not readily provided. Formulate your own personal board of directors. Utilize team members across disciplines. And as you grow forth in your professional career, remember, we need each other. I've held the belief for a while that if I've achieved a dream alone, then I need to dream bigger. Share your goals and vision with like-minded people. Support each other in bringing them to life. Caring and compassion. When I talk about being a nurse, I call it a service. Patients are the people we serve. This is without question heart work. And it's a true honor to say that we can bring our heart with us to work every day. Professional development. We have undoubtedly signed up to be lifelong learners, but we can also contribute to the development of the next generation of nurses. Never forget the struggle it was to secure clinical placements in a global pandemic. Thank God for the preceptors that committed to our developments as NPs. Now it's our turn to go forth and do the same. Be that mentor, that preceptor, accept students for research projects, not only pour into your own professional development, but into the ones who aspire to be where we are today. Excellence. I believe through my faith that every single one of us has a distinct purpose on this earth, a purpose that can only be fulfilled through our own existence. Instead of measuring your excellence by your peers or your colleagues, measure it by your own unique presence. and at your own pace. I had a solid plan when I started this program: stay full-time and be out in 3 years. For sure, with the additional time spent, negative thoughts tried to overcome me. I had to remind myself, I run my own race, and I'm in the exact place and time I should be in. And in my additional time, I was able to mentor students, teach a college level course, be active in professional organizations, including my own organization, and overall be an engaged member of communities I care most about. Know that we are prepared to walk into our own excellence, however way we define what that personal excellence means. Lastly, social justice and inclusion. I'm a first-generation Haitian American, and when I first decided on this career path, I had never met one Black nurse practitioner. One of the first things I did once I hit campus was join the Dotson program, who provides mentorship to students of color in Simmons nursing programs. This has been one of the most invaluable aspects of my academic career, and I could not imagine my success here without their guidance and fellowship from students who share similar experiences and backgrounds as me. Yeah, representation matters, and it's not only about diversity and inclusion. It's about cultivating a community that is truly culturally conscious, rooted in justice and equity. It's about creating an equitable seat at the table. So if you find yourself working in a setting where the providers or leadership is not representative of the community served, dare to be the person that speaks up and question, what is your practice doing to change that? Dare to question, what is being done to intentionally dismantle and work against systems that leave out vulnerable populations? Call out injustice whenever you hear it, whether it's in the charting room, the break room, the staff meeting. Lift the burden on your colleagues from marginalized communities and speak up so they don't always have to be the one to. Maybe you'll find yourself working in a setting where disproportionate numbers of chronic illnesses plague Black and Indigenous people of color, or you realize these patients hesitate to trust you. Question the systems in place that have perpetuated that injustice. And remember, we may not have directly caused that mistrust, but it's absolutely our responsibility to address it. In closing, I hope these next weeks after today, you spend intentional time healing from all the uncertainties we've had to live through, healing from being overworked, stretched thin, between all the commitments, healing from relationships that maybe were inadvertently severed through the workload we took on, healing from chronic state of hypervigilance from all the expectations, and be kind to yourself. Book the flight, binge watch TV, sleep in, take a long nap. May God bless you all for the sacrifice, dedication, and determination that were poured into these years, and the work that we will undoubtedly do to transform the nursing profession. Class of 2021, congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, Kanisha, for reminding us of those core values. I would like to reemphasize perhaps your last point. As caregivers, we must also be caretakers. Please take care of yourselves, take time where you can and how you can in the coming weeks and all through your careers. It's one sure investment in your long-term success. I am now pleased to introduce to you today's faculty speaker, Nyla Russell. Dr. Russell is an assistant professor who has been teaching in the Simmons Online MSN program since 2015 as an instructor, a course lead, and a course developer. She holds a doctorate in nursing practice from the University of Michigan Flint and is, of course, a registered nurse and a family nurse practitioner. Please join me this afternoon in welcoming Professor Nyla Russell.
Thank you, Dean Sharp-McHenry, and congratulations to the graduating class of 2021. You all stand here on the precipice of greatness. You've earned a monumental achievement, which is challenging in normal times, but truly momentous during COVID. I implore you to remember that as a nurse practitioner, you have been instilled with the knowledge and skills to change the healthcare system. And I'm going to refer back to what Kanisha just said, to know your worth and know what you can do to make all of those wonderful changes. Our founder, Dr. Loretta Ford, stated that we have failed to realize the full potential of professional nurses to improve the quality of life, that this group has great unused potential for bringing about healthcare reforms, and properly prepared and effectively utilized, that nurses could advance the nation's health. As graduates of Simmons University, you are properly prepared. But I do believe that the potential of nurse practitioners is still unmet. Health disparities abound in our country. Systemic injustice flourishes, and the newly published Future of Nursing report calls on all nurses to advance health equity. I believe that nurse practitioners have the potential to revolutionize the system, to bring about meaningful change that will shift our tertiary care system to one that is more holistic, one that prioritizes health, wellness, and preventative care. You have all been prepared to become a provider, but so much more. Simmons has imparted the knowledge and skills that you will need to become an advocate. Advocacy at the bedside is something that nurses have embodied for generations. Institutional advocacy is something Simmons has embodied since 1899. As a graduate from Simmons University, you will be becoming a part of an alumni community that actively advocates for social justice. Never forget that nurse practitioners are agents of change. Our profession was born of disruptive innovation to change a system that Dr. Ford recognized was inadequate. Nurse practitioners increase access to care, and in doing so, improve quality and decrease cost. In addressing these inadequacies, you have the potential to narrow the disparities in outcomes that exist in the United States. In order to do so, we must achieve health equity. We must advocate for our most vulnerable populations and remember to inquire about the social determinants of health when collecting a health history. We must remember that all policies have implications for health and actively advance just policies that will lead to equity. Equity must not be confused with equality, and while we strive to provide equally beneficial treatment to our patients, we must recognize the differences in health and life circumstances that impact our diverse patient populations and directly impact the potential for equity. The potential for nurse practitioners has only begun to be realized. Dr. Ford also said, "I've always held Nightingale up as one who didn't accept the status quo, one who was willing to risk her life and reputation in the interest of patients." Let's not accept the status quo. Let's continue to disrupt the system. Let's finally eliminate health disparities and realize our full potential as a profession to advance health equity. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Professor Russell. Your call to action is a reminder to us all that our responsibility is to individual patients, of course, but is also much larger to our society. We will now continue with the awarding of degrees that President Wooten conferred this morning. These degrees were voted on by the faculty of the School of Nursing and the Simmons University Board of Trustees and granted by the authority of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. Graduates will be called in the groups to start your videos. After your group's names have been announced, please stop your videos.
Will the candidates for the Doctor of Nursing Practice please prepare for your hooding? Dean Sharp McHenry, I have the honor to present to you these candidates for the Doctor of Nursing Practice. They have completed all of the conditions of scholarship and residence required by our faculty.
This morning, fellow doctors, President Lynn Wooten conferred the degree of Doctor of Nursing Practice upon your completion of all the conditions of scholarship and residence required by our faculty. I am pleased to offer you my congratulations on achieving this ultimate level of preparation in our profession and to convey to your faculty's pride in this achievement. Professor Eileen McGee will now present the candidates in groups. As the groups are called, please turn on your camera. As Professor McGee reads your name, if you have your doctoral hoods, please proceed with hooding.
Would group one please turn on your cameras? Congratulations to the DNP graduates. I am so happy for each of you today as you celebrate this tremendous accomplishment. Every nurse who worked during the COVID crisis has accurately been described as a hero. But to work on the front lines during the pandemic, 2 surges, and still complete your doctoral projects and your coursework is just simply incredible. I'm honored to have accompanied you on this journey, and I'm so proud of you. Congratulations. The names: Co Michelle Bar Daly, Jennifer Barsamian, Howard Thomas Blanchard, Kisa Yvonne Henderson Boyd. There's your hood. Jeff Cardini. Congratulations. You may turn your cameras off. Would group 2 please turn on your camera? Carrie Noel Carnival, Erin Marie Conti, Helen Margaret Mahoney West, Lynn Hancock, looks good. M. Veronica Kelly, Bridget Godbout Joseph. You have your hood on. Congratulations. You may turn your cameras off. Would group 3 please turn on your cameras? Mary Grzybinski, Christine A. Pereira View, Teresa Wee Young Pak, Michelle Kathleen Ucci, John Patrick Whitlock, Michelle McGrory, Joyce L. Stanchel. Congratulations, you may turn off your cameras.
Will the candidates for the Master of Science in Nursing please prepare for your individual degree conferral?
Family members, friends, loved ones, Simmons alumni, staff, faculty, I have the honor to present to you these nurses for the Master's of Science degree in nursing. They have completed all the conditions of scholarship and residence required by our faculty. This morning, fellow nurses, President Lynn Wooten conferred the master's degree, recognizing your completion of all the conditions of scholarship and residence required by our faculty. Professor Heather Schlosser, Nikki Burney, and Pat Rismiller will read the names of the graduates.
Congratulations to all of the Simmons University MSN Family Nurse Practitioner students. You did it. Thank you each for answering the call to nursing, for all of your hard work and dedication to becoming nurse practitioners. And thank you for all the work you will do in the future to bring high quality, evidence-based, compassionate, and holistic primary care to those who might not otherwise have access. Group 4, please turn on your cameras. Aloni Adikari, Fawazat Agaro, Rinzi Alexander, Victoria Faith Almeida, Jesse Daryl Allens, Kristen Ann Angus, Jamie Anuba, Aisha Kara Atkinson, Kristen Elizabeth Offerman, and Spencer L. Bailey. Congratulations, Group 4. You may now turn off your cameras. Group 5, please turn on your cameras. Laura Renee Ballou, Jessica Sarah Benoit, Summer Dawn Boyteen, Vidisha Bhattacharya, Elizabeth Boris, Kristen Louise Bray, Diana Renee Bridges, Joanne Paul Brown, Lisa Nguyen Burns, Joy Dawson Butler. Congratulations, Group 5. You may now turn off your cameras. Will Group 6 please turn on your cameras? Camelia Burrell Fowler, Emma Rose Cadman, Madison Blake Kamura, Carrie Ellen Hay Carr, Marsha Levon Carter Hall, Mariangel Champagne Zambrano, Alexandria Shamora, Laura R. Klassen, Abigail Colon, Sarah Lynn Corbett, Vale C. Court. Congratulations, Group 6. You may now turn off your cameras. Would Group 7 please turn on your cameras? Samantha Marie Cruz, Brittany Renee Curry, Sarah Dansu, Angela Lorraine Delgado, Dana Lynn Domansky Nielsen, Matthew Draper, Melissa Marie Duchenne, Jacob K. Dunn, Michelle Marie Diamond, Megan J. Ekstrom, Michaela Michelle England. Congratulations, Group 7. Please turn off your cameras. Will Group 8 please turn on your cameras? Emily Elaine Ewing, Alexa Nicole Faber, Lisa Farley Ochoa, Shantia Labre Sears Perez, Havasa Furhat Oivich, Silver Dawn F. Feston, Carrie Shaihira Figueroa Nafzigir, Lindsay Marie Frank, Katie Friend, Natalie K. Friend, Eva Maria Garcia, Hannah Elizabeth Gifford. Congratulations, Group 8. You may now turn off your cameras.
Cheers to the class of 2021. You have all earned our respect and admiration forever. Don't forget, nurses have the answers to the world's problems, and we can't wait to see how you tackle those problems. Congratulations. Will Group 9 please turn on your cameras? Madison Gomes, Jamie Nicole Gregory, Anna Rita Hodge, Jessica Ann Hawkins, Christy Holesso, Amanda Iconos, Kanisha Lewis Jean, Clara G, Danielle Johnson, Gwyneth McBride Johnson, Julianne Marie Johnson, Sarah Frances Johnson. Congratulations, Group 9. Please turn off your cameras. Group 10, please turn on your cameras. Deani Monet Jones, Nisha Joseph, Diane Congelol, Lakeitha Danielle Kelly Levon, Amanda Kenyon, Abigail King, Jill Langston Kirkland, Rebecca Ann Kiljeski, Michelle Marie Klimarchuk, Chilla Karum. Congratulations, Group 10. Please turn off your cameras. Will Group 11 please turn on your cameras? Christina Larcombe, Morgan Larrabee, Haley Miller Leavitt, Jillian McTiernan Leitz, Bing Quen Lin, Catherine Giselle Lobo Gallo, Jessica Laboda, Emily W. Long, Jessica Lucchesi. Congratulations, Group 11. Please turn off your cameras. Group 12, please turn on your cameras. Sarah Kathleen Lyles. Courtney M. Lyons. Kimberly Marie Mansfield. Julia Ann Manzaloo. Taryn Marak. Caroline Davenport Marin. Rebecca Martell. Christiana Catherine Mayo. Mallory Alexis MacArthur. Megan M. McGrath. Congratulations, Group 12. Please turn off your cameras. Will Group 13 please turn on your cameras? Jennifer Marie Moon. Emma Mugera Wa. Jacqueline Munini. Amy Colleen Murphy. Regina Nubuya. Tara Marie Nash. Truik Tan Nguyen. Paul Naidbala. Courtney E. Nixon. Audrey Noli. Congratulations, Group 13. Please turn off your cameras.
Will Group 14 please turn on your cameras? Jessica Odonji. Rachel Helene O'Keefe. Matthew Jonathan Oxen. Stephanie Marie Olivares. Colleen Carlson Overstreet. Alyssa Maria Papadopoulos. Shayna Marie Paulo. Rebecca Elizabeth Pease. Teresa Peck. Congratulations, Group 14. Will Group 15 please turn on your cameras? Benedicta Papra. Kristen Chantel Peterson. Anne-Marie Elizabeth Perrone. Erica L. Quiroga. Rachel Lynn Ralston. Stacy Lee Reel. Kayla M. Richardson. Stacy Allison Roberson. Katie Lynn Romanecki. Natalie Ann Rosenberg. And Lauren Marie Sanchez. Congratulations, Group 15. Will Group 16 please turn on your cameras? Wendy Catherine Sanchez Bernal. Vanessa Santiago. Melissa Alfonso Duarte Santos. Prachi Vishnuprasad Shaw. Kathalat Shobajo. Candace L. Silver. Josie Michelle Snyder, Nicholas Spitz, Hannah Alice Stapleton, Danielle Stover, Shamara Yvonne Stokes, Cassidy Neola Schwartz. Thank you, Group 16. Please turn off your cameras. Group 17, please turn on your cameras. Eleanor S. Taylor, Rebecca S. Taylor, Nindy Tiamo, Ashley Monique Trowick, Caitlin Elizabeth Sordidas, Tanya C. Tuggle, Rebecca M. Turner, Jessica L. Vandenheuvel, Emily Rayanne Van Ootven. Congratulations, Group 17. Please turn off your cameras. Group 18, please turn on your cameras. Rose Evan Vickery, Rita Vieira, Nisha Wally, Beverly Wang, Indy Schwani Weatherspoon, Anne Louise White, Jennifer Lynn Wilson, and Vivian Yang Schultheis. I also want to join in and congratulate all of the students, the graduates, their friends, and significant others, and celebrate because it's just a great day for the faculty and for you and for the nursing profession. Thank you.
Thank you all. This brings us to the conclusion of the Simmons University College of Natural Behavioral and Health Sciences Graduate School of Nursing Commencement Ceremony. Congratulations to our new alumni and your family and friends. I charge each of you to become beacons of hope, advocates for right, role models for excellence, and leaders of change at a pivotal time in the history of our country. On behalf of the trustees, faculty, and staff of the university, I wish you the best of health and success. Please take care of yourselves and your loved ones. Thank you to all of our guests for being part of this wonderful celebration. Congratulations, class 2021.
Woo! We did it!
She got on.
Great speech, Kanisha. Loved it.
We need milk, right?
Oh, thank you. Tell Parker thank you.
Congrats, everyone. Woo!
Congrats, everyone.
Congratulations.
Congrats,
everybody.
Congratulations, class of 2021. We did it.
We did it.
Woohoo!
We did it. Oh, I was just muted.
Congratulations, everybody.
It's gonna be free.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Proud of y'all.
We did it.